into some standing balancing poses. And since we used our strap on the earth to begin this segment, this series, this sequence, if you like, let's go back to the mat, and we're going to basically take that series again, but we're going to try to do it now standing with balance. Stand up nice and tall in mountain pose. And then we'll take our strap and we'll bring the sole of the foot into the strap. Nice. So we'll start by standing on the left leg and bringing the right foot up. So bring the strap underneath your right foot. And then we'll go ahead and lift that knee to hip height. There we go. And you might want to just stay right here for your balancing posture today. And that is perfectly fine. Nice strengthening of the leg. You're feeling lifted. And of course, all balancing postures, we use our breath, our core strength to help lift us up, feel buoyant in the upper body, drawing the energy up from the earth, and then find a point to focus on that's your drishti, that's something that's not moving that you can just bore into in a single point of focus. So you can stay right here. You can bring the arm out to the side for balance if that helps. And then from here, we can extend the leg straight out. So you might notice this is where we were when we were on our backs, right? With the leg straight up. Different orientation of gravity, but basically the same pose. Obviously a bigger balance, bigger challenge with the balancing posture here. Again, you can stay right here and just work this. Or if you like, you can open up to the right side. So I'll change my orientation here. So we were here, and then here, and now we can go to here. So once again, as we did on our backs, with the additional challenge of the balance. So breathe, find your drishti. Extend through the leg, holding here. And then we'll draw the leg back to center. We'll exhale, bend the knee to hip height again, just the way we went in. And then we'll bring the knees together, and then we'll lower that foot. And then we'll come to the other side. So now we'll stand on the right leg. We'll take our strap and bring the foot into the strap on the left side. And then from here, on this side, we'll bring the knee again to hip height. And you can stay here. You can bring the arm out to the side. Find your drishti, find your breath. Feel that energy rising up on the right side now. And again, if some of those negative thoughts come in, you can see about maybe thinking about turning them into positive thoughts. And then we'll extend the leg. Right? Take a few breaths here. Notice what rises up for you when you're in these balancing postures. Find your drishti, find your breath, turn off that critic, those negative thoughts, and then open up to the side if you want to take that option. Bringing the foot from here to there and then out to the side. Nice. Nice. Again, one side might feel entirely different from the other. You might fall. And then you can come right back in. Nice. And then we'll draw the leg back to the front. And then we'll bend the knee to hip height. We'll draw the knees back together. And then we'll release the foot. Or maybe you have an urge to wiggle here. Maybe you could just spend a moment feeling the difference between one side and the other as we move between the two sides of that posture. So great, I hope you're feeling nice and warmed up in the legs and the hips after doing all of that on the floor and then again on the standing postures. Now we'll come into our Warrior 1 and 2 series. So we'll come to the top of our space. When you're ready, we'll inhale to rise up. And then the exhale, come down into that forward fold. And then inhale to rise halfway. And then on the exhale, we'll plant the hands. We'll step the right foot back. So let's stay up on that back knee if that works for you. Sweep the arms back behind and then inhale as we rise up. Press out through the back heel. Open up in the heart. And then on the exhale, we'll draw the hands behind. Interlace the fingers. Open up in the chest as you draw your sternum and heart forward and roll your shoulder blades together on the back. And then the exhale will just bring the back knee towards the earth. And then inhale to rise up. Exhale, drop your back knee down. Nice stretch in the psoas on that side. Inhale to rise and then exhale down. Inhale, rise. And then we'll release the hands. We'll draw the fingers up. Inhale to the top here. And then on the exhale, we'll open up to warrior two on this side. So I have the left knee in front. The right leg is back and straight. The knee is not going beyond the ankle. And also that knee is sort of tracing out to the outside of the pinky toe side of that foot. And then just notice where our torso is in the stance. If we can leave the torso right in the middle, right above our pelvis, shoulders right above the pelvis. And then gazing straight out over those fingertips. Nice. Take a big breath here. And then we'll drop the back hand, we'll flip the front palm, we'll reach it up and back. And then on an exhale, we'll continue that motion, we'll trace the horizon, and we'll come back to warrior two arms. Inhale, drop the back hand, lift the front arm, and then exhale, take it through the horizon and return. One last time, inhale, rise up, and then exhale, sweep it through and come back. Nice. We'll inhale here, and then on the exhale, we'll take the elbow to the thigh, and we'll sweep the right arm so that that bicep comes by the ear. So now you have that beautiful long line of energy from the edge of that back foot all the way up through the fingertips, rolling your heart open to the side and feeling length not only in the right side body but in the left side body too. So you don't want to collapse down in, you really want to stay lifted and length. If you want to take it a little deeper, or if this doesn't work for your shoulder, you can take a half bind here. You can come inside the leg if you want to go a little deeper, but see if you can stay extended. And of course, if you want to go even more advanced, you can take a full bind here. I'll just stay with you right here. Take a breath. And then we'll press into the feet. We'll reach up and come back to warrior two right here. Nice. And then we'll extend that front leg. Adjust your feet if you need to. Try not to lock out that knee, but keep it somewhat soft. And then we'll inhale to lengthen. And then on the exhale, we'll just pivot right there into your triangle pose. Yeah. So the right arm is up. Maybe your shoulders are stacked. Yeah. Turning to the side. So if I was looking at you from the side, I would be all in one plane. All just as if I was between two panes of glass right here. And again, if you need to take the half bind at the top, that's better for your shoulder, please feel free. And then keep your gaze either at the foot, at the horizon, or up at the ceiling, whatever works for your practice. Take one more big breath in, and then we'll bend into that front knee, press into the feet. The inhale will take us back, warrior two. And now we'll bring the toes to the long part of the mat. Yeah. And then we'll bring our arms out to the side, our five-pointed star. And then the exhale will bring the fingertips behind. We'll interlace and draw those knuckles down as you squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then we'll come into our forward fold. So if you like to bring the knuckles above your head, if that works for your shoulders, wringing out, send your gaze back through your legs, draw the knuckles overhead, and take a big breath. And then when you feel nice and wrung out with that, as you exhale, we'll draw the hands down the back of the leg, and then we'll sink into our forward fold. And from here, we'll bring the right hand in front of the face, and then we'll sweep the left arm up. Nice. So we're taking that nice twist on that side. Each inhale extending from the tail of the crown, and each exhale just sort of softening it a little more. And then we'll inhale at the top here, and the exhale will carry that hand to the earth, and then we'll sweep up to the other side. So now the left hand in front of the face and the right arm sweeping up. Nice. Take a couple breaths here as you ring out. Great for the immune system, great for keeping Agni stimulated, that digestive fire that we need so much at this time. Inhale and then exhale, bring both hands to the earth. And then if you're here, let's just walk our hands to the right foot, pivot the right toes to the short end of the mat, and then from here, we can windmill up to Warrior Two on this side. So we'll bend into that front leg, and we'll take our Warrior Two on this side, and then we'll end with Warrior One. So we'll kind of do it inside out this time. So we'll send the back hand to the back leg, inhale, reach it up, and then exhale, sweep it through. Inhale, rest, exhale, sweep it through. Last time, inhale, lift up, and on the exhale, we'll come back, Warrior Two. Inhale here, and then the exhale carries the elbow to the thigh, and then we reach up with the top hand. Again, sinking into the hips, extending along the left side body. Take a couple breaths. Nice. And then we'll press into the feet. Top arm brings us back, and we'll find our Warrior Two. And then we'll lengthen along that front leg. Soften in the knee, and then inhale to reach long, and then exhale will come into triangle on this side. Sinking down, opening up in the top arm, or taking the half bind. And again, finding that comfortable gaze, whatever works for your neck. And take a couple breaths as we lengthen along the spine. And then we'll bend into the front knee. Allow the top arm to help to lead us up. Inhale here, and then exhale to Warrior Two. And now we'll just reach down and frame that front foot, and then pivot on the back toes. Maybe walk the right foot to the right side a little, turning our hips to square off to the short end of the mat. We'll inhale, sweep the arms back behind, and then we'll press into the feet to rise up. And this is Warrior One now on the other side. And then on the exhale, we'll draw the fingers behind, interlace the hands, roll the shoulders open, lift the heart. Inhale here, and then the exhale carries that back knee to the earth. Inhale to rise, exhale to lower. Inhale, lengthen. One more time, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And then we'll sweep the arms up. And then we'll frame that foot, and let's step back to downward facing dog. And from here you can go through a vinyasa if you like, to roll forward to plank, and then lower down through chaturanga, or drop the knees. Inhale to rise, and then we'll come on back to downward facing dog. And then from here we'll make our way back to the earth by bringing our knees, crossing our ankles, and then walk the hands back a